Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be going over grade 5 Eureka module 4 lesson 24. The objective here is to solve word problems using fraction and decimal multiplication. In today's lesson I will be going over the fluency practice as well as the concept development. Let's go ahead and get started. Compare the size of the product to the size of one factor. How many halves are in 1? I did a tape diagram and I did 2 halves, so there are 2 halves in 1. How many thirds are in 1? I did the tape diagram, cut it in 3, and now you can see that there are 3 thirds in 1. How many fourths are in 1? Cut it in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you would see that there are 4 fourths in 1. Now let's fill in the missing number. 1 equals blank over 10. What is the missing numerator to make this number sentence true? The missing numerator is 10 because 1 is equal to 10 over 10. That's a whole. 6 times blank equals 6. What is the missing factor to make this math sentence true? The missing factor is 1 because 6 times 1 equals 6. 6 times blank over 3 equals 6. What is the missing numerator to make this number sentence true? The missing numerator is 3 because 6 times 3 over 3 and 3 over 3 is a whole, so we could substitute that and make it a 1. So 6 times 3 over 3 or 1 equals to 6. Six times blank over 3 is less than 6. What is the missing numerator to make the number sentence true? The missing numerator could be either 1 or 2 because 6 times 1/3 is less than 6. 6 times 1 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. And 2 is less than 6. Or if you went with 2, 6 times 2/3 is less than 6. 6 times 2 over 3 times 1. And 6 times 2 is 12. And 3 times 1 is 3. So that would be 4. 4 is less than 6. We can't choose 3 because if we do that, then it would not be less than 6. Write fractions as decimals. 1/50th equals blank over 100. How many 50ths are in 100? There are 2 50s in 100. 50 plus 50 would give us 100. So 150 times 2 over 2 is the same as 150 is the same as how many hundreds? 1/50th is the same as 2 hundredths. And right here, what I did is I kind of like jumped ahead and I divided my 50. I made that my divisor, my 1, my dividend, and I divided and I found out that it equals 2 hundredths. That's my decimal form. My word form is 2 hundredths. And 1/50th times 2 over 2 is 2 hundredths. So that's my number form. Now the next question, 3/50ths equals how many hundreds? How many 50s, not 50ths, are in 100? There are 2 50s in 100. Again, 50 plus 50 equals 100. So 350 times 2 and 50 times 2 would give us the 600. So 3/50ths is the same thing as saying 600ths. So 3/50s is the same as how many hundreds? So here I divided 50 divided by 3 and it gave me the 600ths because here 3 cannot go into 50, so I add a decimal, I add a 0. 30 cannot go into 50, so I add another 0. Now I have like 300, so 6 times 50 is 300. So that'd be 600. So that's my decimal form. And 350 is the same as 600. There's my word form and my fraction form up here, or number form. Write the scaling factor. 3 times blank equals 3. The missing factor here is 1. 3 times 1 equals 3. 3 and 5/10 times blank equals 3 and 5/10. The missing number is 1. 3 and 5/10 times 1 equals 3 and 5/10. 4 and 2/10 times 1. The missing product is 4 and 2/10 because 4 and 2/10 times 1 is 4 and 2/10. Blank times 0 and 5/58 hundredths is greater than 0 and 58 hundredths. So our factor here has to be greater than the 0 and 5800ths. So the factor needs to be greater than 1 to make the number sentence true. So I chose 2. 2 times 0 and 5800ths is greater than 0 and 5800ths. And if you multiply 0 and 58 times 2, 8 times 2 is 16, regroup a 1. 5 times 2 is 10, regroup a 1 is 11, and you regroup 1 over here. So 2 times 0 plus the 1 is 1. Move it 2 decimal places, 1, 2. 1, 2, you get 1 in 1600. So 1 in 1600s obviously is greater than 0 and 5800ths. Concept development. A vial contains 20 milliliters of medicine. If one dose is 1/8 of the vial, how many milliliters is in each dose? Express your answer as a decimal. So I did a tape diagram. The 20 milliliters, I cut it into 8 because it's 1/8 here. So we just want to know what one dose would be. So 1/8 of 20 milliliters, or 1/8 times 20, 1/8 times 20 over 1, you get 20. Well, I kind of didn't finish it here. So 1 times 20 will give me the 20. Actually, I did down here. And 8 times 1 is 8. Now, you could have like divided it. 20 goes into 8. 2 times 8 is 16. 20 take away 16 is 4. Bring down the 0. 40 goes into 8 5 times. So you get 2.5. 2 and 5/10, or 2.5. Or you could have also got 28 divided by 2, both the denominator and numerator. You get 10/4. So if you do that, how many 4s are in 10? You get 2. 2 times 4 is 8. And you get 2 left over. So that's 2/4, or 2.5 milliliters. So one dose is 2.5 milliliters. Problem number 2. A container holds 0 and 7/10 liter of oil and vinegar. 3/4 of the mixture is vinegar. How many liters of vinegar are in the container? Express your answer as a fraction and a decimal this time. So since we have the fraction 3/4, did my tape diagram of in fourths, but I know that 3/4 of the mixture is vinegar. 1, 2, 3. So 1/4 would be the oil. So 3/4 of 7/10 liters, got the 7/10 up here, of means to multiply. So 3/4 times 7/10. So 3 times 7, 4 times 10, that equals 21/40. That's my fraction form. Now to get my decimal form, I'm just going to divide. 40 becomes my divisor, 21 my dividend. And when I did so, 21 does not go into 40. So that's at 0, you add a decimal. Now you get 210. That would go in 5 times. 5 times 4, or 40 is 200. We got 10 left over. I'm going to bring down a 0. Now I get 100. 100 goes into 40 2 times. 2 times 40 is 80. I'm going to get 20 as my remainder. Don't want a remainder. So bring down one more 0, and I get 200. 200 goes into 40. 5 times 40 is 200. So my decimal form ends up being 525 thousandths. So there's my decimal form. There's my fraction form. Decimal form, fraction form. There are 21/40ths liter, or 0 and 525 thousandths liter of vinegar in the container. And of course, the rest we already know is the oil. Problem number 3. Andres completed a 5-kilometer race in 13 and 5/10 minutes. His sister's time was 1.5 times longer than his time, so she spent more time running. How long in minutes did it take his sister to run the race? So my tape diagram here is going to represent Andres's time as 13.5 minutes. That's how long he took to run the race, but she took 1.5 times longer. So 13.5 times 1.5, or you could also rewrite that as 1 and 5/10. And if you do that, multiply 13 and 5/10 times 1 and 5/10, and how many decimal places are we going to have to move our partial products at the end? 2 places. So 5 times 5 is 25, regroup a 2. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 2 is 17, regroup a 1. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. 1 placeholder. 5 times 1 is 5. 3 times 1 is 3. 1 times 1 is 1. So add up those partial products. 5 plus 0 is 5. 7 plus 5 is 12. Regroup a 1. 6 plus 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10. Regroup a 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. And we're moving it 2 places. So it's 20. So 1, 2. So you get 20 and 25 hundredths. So it took her 20 and 25 hundredths minutes to finish the race. And that concludes the lesson. Thank you.